Imagine you're in a job interview or meeting someone new, and the moment comes. So, tell me about yourself. And suddenly your mind goes blank. You want to say something good, but the words just don't come out naturally. Maybe you start thinking, how should I start? Should I say my name first? My job? Or maybe something about my hobbies? And by the time you decide, that perfect moment is already gone. Don't worry, you're not alone. Almost every English learner faces this problem at some point. They know English words, but when it comes to introducing themselves confidently, everything suddenly feels confusing. But here's the good news. After watching this video, you'll never have to feel nervous again. Because today, I'm going to show you exactly how to introduce yourself in English, step by step, in a way that sounds natural, confident, and fluent. Not robotic, not memorized, but real and smooth, just like native speakers do it. So stay with me till the end, because by the time you finish this video, you'll be able to introduce yourself anywhere, in a job interview, a classroom, or even when you meet someone new for the first time. Now, before we begin, let's understand one thing. Your introduction is your first impression you give to people. And trust me, that first impression matters a lot. When you introduce yourself clearly and confidently, people don't just hear your words, they feel your confidence. They instantly think, wow, this person speaks well. And that one simple introduction can open so many doors, new friendships, job opportunities, and better communication. Think about it. Whenever you meet someone for the first time, your introduction is like your first handshake in English. If it's strong and confident, the conversation becomes easier. If it's weak or confusing, the other person loses interest quickly. That's why it's not just about saying your name. It's about showing your confidence, personality, and clarity through simple words. And don't worry, you don't need fancy vocabulary for this. Even basic English can sound fluent and professional if you use it in the right way. So now that you understand why your introduction matters so much, let's move step by step and learn how to introduce yourself like a fluent English speaker. Step 1. Start with a greeting. All right, so let's start with the very first step, your greeting. Now, this might sound simple, right? You're probably thinking, oh, that's easy. I can just say hello. Yes, that's true. But the way you start your greeting actually sets the mood for the whole introduction. So let's do it properly. When you meet someone, the very first thing you say should be a polite greeting, something that sounds natural, warm, and confident. You can say things like, "Hi, I'm Ethan." "Hello, my name is Ethan." "Hey, it's nice to meet you." All of these are correct, but your tone matters a lot. Don't sound too stiff or robotic, like you're reading from a book. Instead, sound relaxed and friendly, just like you would when talking to a friend. Let me give you 2 quick examples so you can hear the difference.
Hello, my name is Ethan. Hello, my name is Ethan.
See the difference? It's not just about the words, it's about how you say them. So whenever you introduce yourself, make sure to smile naturally. Keep eye contact. Use a clear and calm voice. And most importantly, don't rush your words. You can even make it sound more natural by adding a small polite phrase after your name. For example, "Hi, I'm Ethan. It's nice to meet you." "Hello, my name is Ethan. How are you?" These little phrases make your greeting sound smooth and friendly and help you start your conversation in a confident way. Now, if you're in a more formal situation, like a job interview, you can keep your tone professional. For example, "Good morning. I'm Ethan Carter. It's a pleasure to meet you. Notice how calm and polite it sounds. That's perfect for professional settings. And if you're in a casual situation, like meeting someone at a social event, you can say, "Hey, I'm Ethan." Simple, short, and friendly. It shows confidence without sounding too serious. So now let's do a quick mini practice together. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. Say your name out loud with a smile. Ready? Repeat after me. Hi, I'm Ethan. It's nice to meet you. Perfect. See? You already sound more fluent. Once you get comfortable with greetings, it becomes automatic. And once your greeting feels natural, moving to the next part will feel super easy. Let's learn that next.
Step 2. Talk about where you're from. Now that you've confidently introduced yourself with a friendly greeting, the next thing people usually want to know is where you're from, where you live, or which place you belong to. This part helps you create a connection with the listener, because when you tell someone your city or country, it gives them a quick idea about your background, and that instantly makes the conversation more personal. So, how do you say it naturally in English? Let's look at some easy and clear ways. I'm from New York. I'm from California. I live in Texas. I was born in Chicago, but I grew up in Florida. All of these are perfect. You can choose whichever fits your situation best. Now, sometimes learners get confused about the difference between I'm from, I live in, and I was born in. Let's clear that up. I'm from means your origin or hometown, the place you belong to. I'm from Boston. I live in means the place where you're currently staying. I live in Los Angeles. I was born in means to talk about your birthplace. I was born in Denver. You can even combine them if you want. I was born in Denver, but now I live in Los Angeles. Simple, right? Now let's practice together for a moment. Repeat after me. I'm from Chicago. Now, say it again, this time naturally, as if you're talking to a new friend. I'm from Chicago. Perfect. That's how easy it is. Remember, you don't need long or complicated sentences here. Just one clear line, said with confidence, is enough to make a good impression. So, now that you know how to greet someone and tell them where you're from, the next step is to share what you do, whether you're a student, a professional, or something else. That's what we'll talk about next. Step 3. Talk about what you do. This is an important part of your self-introduction because it helps people understand who you are and what your life looks like. You can start very simply. I work as a software engineer. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. See? Just a short, clear sentence, that's all you need. Now, if you want to make your answers sound a little more interesting or professional, you can add a small detail after your job title. For example, I work as a software engineer in Chicago. I'm a student at the University of Chicago. I'm a teacher, and I love helping people learn new skills. You don't have to give a long explanation. Just one extra line makes your introduction sound complete and confident. Now, if you're not working or studying right now, don't worry. You can still express that naturally. I'm currently looking for new opportunities. I recently finished my studies, and I'm exploring what to do next. I'm taking a short break from work right now. These are polite, confident ways to describe your situation. No need to feel awkward about it. Let's see a few full examples so you can hear how this part fits naturally into your introduction. Hi, I'm Ethan from Chicago. I work as a software engineer. Hello, my name is Ethan. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a student at the University of Chicago. Hey, I'm Ethan. I'm from Chicago, and I work in the tech industry. All these sentences are short, simple, and natural, exactly how introductions should be. Here's a small tip for you. When you talk about your job or studies, avoid using very technical words, especially if the listener isn't from your field. Keep it light and easy to understand. The goal here isn't to impress people, it's to connect with them. So, once you've said what you do, the next step is to make your introduction more personal and memorable by sharing something about your interests or what you enjoy doing in your free time. That's exactly what we'll talk about in the next step. Step 4. Talk about your interests or hobbies. This step is where you talk about your hobbies or interests, the things you enjoy doing in your free time. Why is this step important? Because it helps you sound more human and more relatable. It gives the listener something they can connect with or ask about next. So, how do you talk about your interests or hobbies in English? Very simple. You can start with sentences like,
In my free time, I like reading books. I enjoy watching movies and spending time with friends. I love traveling and exploring new places. See? All of these sentences are short and very natural. Now, if you want to sound a bit more fluent, you can add a reason or a small detail after your hobby. For example, I love traveling because I enjoy learning about different cultures. I like reading, especially self-improvement books. I enjoy playing basketball. It helps me stay active and relaxed. Adding just one extra line makes your introduction sound smoother and more natural, like a real conversation. And if you don't have any special hobby, that's okay. You can simply say something like, I usually spend my free time with my family. I like to relax and watch movies after work. Simple sentences like these still sound natural and confident. Now that you've shared your name, where you're from, what you do, and a few things about your interests, it's time to ending your introduction politely.
Step 5. End your introduction politely.
Now let's talk about the final part, how to end your introduction politely and confidently. Because just like how you start your introduction creates a first impression, how you end it leaves the final impression. And that's what people remember. So you should always finish in a way that sounds natural, friendly, and complete, not like you suddenly stopped speaking. You can end your introduction in a simple and polite way like this. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you want to sound a little bit warmer and more natural, you can add a short line before that, like, That's a little bit about me. It's nice to meet you. So yeah, that's me. I'm happy to meet you. That's all about me for now. It's great meeting you. All of these lines are friendly and work in both formal and casual situations. Now, let's look at how a complete introduction sounds from start to finish. Hi, I'm Ethan from Chicago. I work as a software engineer, and in my free time, I love traveling and trying new food. It's nice to meet you. Smooth, short, and confident. That's exactly how your self-introduction should sound. So here's a simple tip for you. After you finish your introduction, don't just stop talking. If you're in a real conversation, you can ask a simple question back, like, What about you? Or, And how about you? Where are you from? This makes the interaction two-sided and keeps the conversation going naturally. All right, now that you've learned all the steps, let's put everything together and see how a complete self-introduction sounds. Here's a simple example you can follow or use for practice. Hi, I'm Ethan from Chicago. I work as a software engineer, and in my free time, I love traveling and trying new food. It's really nice to meet you. Short, clear, and natural. This is exactly how you can introduce yourself anywhere, in a classroom, an interview, or even at a social event. Now, here's something that will really help you improve fast. After watching this video, write your own self-introduction in the comments below. It doesn't have to be perfect, just give it a try. I'll check all of them and reply with quick tips so you can fix small mistakes and make your introduction even better. You'll be surprised how quickly your confidence grows once you start writing and speaking your own sentences. Now you know exactly how to introduce yourself in English, step by step. Whether you're meeting someone for the first time, talking in class, or even giving an interview, you can now do it clearly, confidently, and naturally. Remember, English fluency doesn't come from studying thousands of words. It comes from using what you already know. So don't wait for the perfect time. Start speaking today. Even a small step every day can make a huge difference. If you found this lesson helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Fluent English Academy for more simple and practical English lessons. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you want a detailed video on how to introduce yourself in an interview? Or maybe how to talk in different real-life situations like meeting new people, networking, or making small talk? Tell us in the comments below, and we'll definitely make a full video on the most requested topic. Also, don't forget to join our WhatsApp channel for daily English tips, short lessons, and practice examples. The link is in the description below. Keep practicing, keep improving, and I'll see you in the next video.